All right, I'm gonna try and go through this as quick as I can. The other day I put up this poster or picture, I should say, and it's my handwriting and my drawing and all that. It's actually a drawing that I would use if I was doing a chakra balancing or long distance Reiki session, things like that. Um, but it was drawn from Soul Star down to Earth Star, and then um, my level of thinking, source theory, the things you always hear me talking about, delusion of separation, unbecoming the signs, yada yada yada. I said, what would happen if I apply the signs? Because when you hear me talk about Spellbreaker, that means go from Pisces to Aries instead of Aries to Pisces. Um, Peace to you all. I see all y'all goddesses coming in. Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, twin? I see you. So, hey, Giovanna. So what I was doing is, if you find a chart, and I'm looking at a secondary phone right here, so that's why I keep looking off. For example, I put the Earth Star, which is your dimensional ground in my practices. The Earth Star is 18 inches below the feet. That is what dimensionally ties you to this planet. So I assigned that to Pisces. And then you have the root, and I assign that to Aquarius because going backwards. And then by the time you get up to the crown, you're at Taurus, and then the soul star, 18 inches above the head, is Aries. I don't give a shit about everybody's little secondary practices when you come with transpersonal chakras. Well, in between the chakra, in between the crown and the soul star is the causal. What the fuck ever. Most of y'all don't even know about the Zeal chakra. The Zeal chakra, the mouth of God, is right in the back of your head. It is right there, like kind of like where the spine connects to the brain. Again, chakras are all perspectives and perceptions, but as I put in the caption, getting out of alignment. One of the things that, if you know anything about chakras, what they call the Hara line, that is when all your energetic centers are lined up and you are in flow. Well, if you hear me talk about you need to learn to reduce your value to this realm, one of the ways of reducing your values is to get the fuck out of alignment. You have to get out of alignment with everything that has been put here to keep you in line within this illusion of separation, the field of probabilities and possibilities, and you have to get back in alignment within yourself. So that is where you have to do your own personal assessment. And I'll be honest with you, in my experience as a practitioner for almost 9.5 years now, everybody's chakra system ain't the same. I could turn off your sacral and it will fuck up your heart, or I can turn off your root and it fuck up your crown. It's case by case. Everybody's energy centers don't flow the same, and in some people's experience, my experience, some people's chakras never open because they've had that level of energetic trauma or agreement within themselves not to use that energy. Whatever. So, long story short, I'm going to pull a card. One will be for what you might want to know about that chakra, how to start getting out of alignment with everything that we've been taught about them, which is why we never really hit true ascension. We only keep going further into our journey. And again, if you understand what I keep saying about wholeness and seeing yourself as source, honoring anything that puts you in further separation drives you further from source. That's just common fucking sense. We just use our ego to justify why we keep going. You know, it's definition of insanity. If you know that what you're doing is only going to split you further apart, why do you keep going? We can't answer that because we are already energetically and traumatically trained to keep on producing more thoughts to justify the process of thinking. So with this right here, it's going to be a possible solution. This is open and generic. Take what you get out of it. I'll throw a card for the Earth Star. What guidance can I give to the Earth Star about getting out of alignment with what this realm has taught us and what you might want to know for your own personal level of stillness, getting back into wholeness? And then the second card will be for correlation to Pisces. Now, one thing, side note, whenever I do Spellbreaker and you hear me say you are all signs, I'm all signs, but okay, I was born as a fucking Aries. My sun sign is Aries, my moon sign is Capricorn, my rising sign is Aquarius, yada, yada, yada. I honor the fact, hey, Ann, I honor the fact that I was born as an Aries. So that means my head is my fucking issue. And realistically, at age 51, it's been my issue. I'm a master manipulator. I'm a control freak. And I'm a head case. I have a lot of shit going on in my head. So when I say Spellbreaker, I need to find out what is the main thing going on in my Aries energy in correlation to everything that came before it. Because again, in Spellbreaker, instead of Aries coming first, Aries comes last. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? So while I need to pay attention into all of these signs, I need to really see if Aries, in my case, has some pertinence, or let's just say validation to kind of keep me in alignment with, like, holy shit, this shit probably does have some plausibility. And again, you'll hear me say resonance and ignorance are both choices. You motherfuckers will be all right if you don't understand this. It ain't for everybody, because a lot of y'all are really only trying to make sense of what you understand, and what you understand is only based off of what you've been taught, aka what you know. Knowledge gets you fucked up. If you don't have any personal awareness of that there's something bigger than what you've seen, then you'll only get taught what you've been shown. So let's go. So we'll start from the Earth Star first. Earth Star, and I'll shuffle the cards. The Earth Star, like I said, is your dimensional ground. That's what ties you to this level of dimensionality. Whether you want to call it 3D, 4D, 5D, it don't fucking matter. We keep going through consciousness shift, bringing the same shit, so your dimensionality don't count. You can be 7D, still dealing with 3D expressions. You still fucked. So, Earth Star, your tie to this perception of reality. What is keeping you in alignment? What is keeping you rooted to this planet? Not your root. Your root is within your internal internal being. This Earth Star is what is dimensionally holding you here. You can hear me say this shit all the time. This planet runs off of fear. And it's the two, what I think I see. But two is also knowledge. Two is intelligence. Two is knowledge. But in the sense of tarot, two is the high priestess. I am looking for a connection to what I thought I lost. What I thought I lost already constitutes fear. If you think you lost something, there becomes a sense of fear, even if you don't want to own it, as fear itself. Because now there's a sense of urgency to retain or retrieve, soul retrieval, soul retention, all that shit like that. The basis of fear is what's holding me here. The basis of fear is how everything else within this realm keeps us going, all the way down to our government. Look at 2020, and remember, 2022 is 2022. So fear is what got your Earth Star. You trapped here because you have a fear. And again, with the High Priestess already says there's something greater than me, because there's no way I can do this on my own. Savior theory. So since I am scared to do this on my own, I'm waiting for things to get into alignment and set me free. The universe working in my favor, God working in my favor, Allah's working in my favor, fill in the fucking blank. If you ain't doing the work for yourself, you are working yourself over, waiting on somebody else to come do it for you. That's a set of fear. If you won't set yourself free, you'll forever waiting for the master to have a change of mind. How that fuck with your Pisces energy? Remember, Pisces, in the sense of normal astrology, is the last sign. The last sign shows the split, two fishes. By a lot of people's ideology, Pisces are the strongest psychics because they have a watery connection, so to speak. Water is our creation. But in this case, where I'm saying Pisces in representation of the foot, you have to know where you're standing. The Earth Star says you're standing in fear. Pisces, in order to unbecome your sign, you have to understand that you are standing in fear, and it is making me have choices. Fish A, fish B are my choices, but fish A ain't me and fish B ain't me. Both of those are illusions. You are not what you chose. You're still the chooser, but you can become the results and consequences of your actions. But it's still not authentically you. It is now you with trauma, aka experience. So Spellbreaker Pisces says, you about to get this work. I can't make this shit up. You about to get this work. Why? Because those thoughts, that 3 is going to 5 you, manipulate you, make you move. Why? Because it's going to make you manifest. We manifest our fears. Again, if you don't understand that, COVID, war, all that other shit, all they got to do is give you one primary thought process, and the masses join into alignment. It's what you hear me call thought subscription and thought farming. And once you get everybody's thoughts into alignment, you get manifestation. Law of attraction, that shit y'all like to talk about but don't understand. Miss me with that shit. So fear is what's got you trapped here. And when you get into your Pisces energy, and again, not trying to be funny, but you Pisces motherfuckers are primarily scary as shit. Most Pisces I know are scary. So, and I don't mean that in a you won't fight. I just mean that there are some scary processes in your mind. So that Pisces energy says you about to make a split. You are what you hear me call the Lilith choice. You're going to make a choice that works out for you that ain't going to work out for you. You're going to choose between the knife and the gun when both of them motherfuckers going to get you killed. So from there, you become rooted into this experience. This experience is now based in fear. Now your root, you have jumped into this meat suit, and now you are already operating out of fear, even before you realize where fear comes from. That is what us melanin people deal with, where if somebody run out the room, the rest of us motherfuckers going with them. We ain't going to question it. We ain't going to do like Bob. Hey, guy, I need to know what the source of the danger is. No, we like, no, we'll figure out that shit later because you've already touched into my core trauma of fear and you've activated it. So the Aquarian energy, which likes to separate itself, the Aquarius function is separation. I want to separate myself from where I've already been placed in separation. So the root itself, which again is what you primarily know as fight or flight, which means if there's a fight or flight, I already know danger. Because think about it in the sense of a baby. We say, well, they don't know. They don't understand danger. That's why they jump off the couch. If you have a fight or flight response, you already have a core trauma that's already there for you to pull from. So the root says, I'm going to teach you this fear. I'm going to teach you this fear. The devil card. I'm going to help you become your own adversary. Because if you understand, I became rooted where there was fear, where I should have stopped myself and not processed this fear. But now I made a choice of fear. I'm going to go through the experience. The root is I'm already out here trying to find something that's going to help me based off of what has already shown me harm. Traumas. That is where you hear me all the time say you have to stop living out your traumas. You have to face your traumas, find out the value of them, and see whether you value you more or them more. Because if you value your traumas more, then you're going to always be in battle with them or trying to get into alignment with them. If you value you more, you understand that the traumas was just an experience, but it's not you. Let that shit go. But again, as I said, the Aquarius function is I just want to get away from the trauma so that I don't have to face them. Because I do not see myself as enough. Again, the high priestess function. I don't see myself as everything, so there must be something more. The Aquarius says, let me separate myself and find this something more. But again, you always hear me say, if you're going on a journey, the only motherfucker that's always there is you. Everything else is a choice of experience. The only thing that goes with you everywhere you go is you. So guess what the fucking answer is? You. But Aquarius, you trying to find something else because you want to find out what can help you because you've already hit fight or flight. And that becomes your reality, your emotions, the moon. Your reality become that, holy shit, I really can't do this on my own. So I really have to become leery of everything I see. Which means you now honor projection over reflection when both of them got you fucked up. Projection is really based off of a more emotional response. Reflection is kind of showing you what's already there. Even if your level of discernment is not on point. You can see your reflection, but if you have not seen enough of you, you won't know what you're looking at. But you can project your traumas onto somebody else and create something that ain't there. See, I know they cheating on me. Motherfucker ain't cheating on you. You just don't have trust in yourself, so you projected your reality where you've already demonized yourself. You help demonize all your experiences. Hope that fucking makes sense to you. Some of you don't, but that's because you're still existing in your trauma. Going on to your sacral, still existing in your trauma. Your sacral, your emotional sexual component. This is a sexual experience. This planet is in the sense of duality in physical expression. Sexuality already comes into it. This ain't got nothing to do with, well, I no longer mess with men or I no longer mess with women. I don't give a shit about none of that stuff. But the ID of sexual expression is already imprinted into the physical expression in 3D manifestation. You're going to want to have some kind of sexual gratification, and it ain't always this. It could be something about feeling emotionally balanced, which is where you start getting into all that twin flame and soulmate bullshit because you don't see yourself as enough. You want to find something else that you can project your energy into to get a level of balance. Your sacral, your emotional field is I just want to be balanced, where I've already found myself in harm because I'm scared of harm itself. In layman's terms, if you don't understand that what you think is that what you manifest, I found myself in harm because I thought that there was harm there. You found yourself in harm because you allow the thought of harm, fear, to manifest. So now you're going through it. Change your thoughts, you change your reality. Change your thoughts, you change your illusion. So your sacral, which some of us kind of honor, where you'll hear people say the seat of the soul when you're dealing with chakras. The sacral is the seat of the soul. The solar plexus is the seat of the soul. The higher heart's the seat of the soul. My left nut's the seat of the soul. Everybody got a different seat of the soul because everybody has a different ideology or perspective based off of their experiences. Plausibility will say the sacral, your emotional field, that which makes you move, that is the seat of your soul, because that's where you fucking your own self up. So the sacral energy is going to be in alignment with Capricorn, which you always hear me say, the god of thought, trying to rule over these thoughts. But these thoughts are what's making me move. If I need to rule over the thoughts, it's going to require me to move to see them. But if I found ruler and ownership of the thinker, there is no more thoughts. So the sacral says, I am emotion. I am energy in motion, and I need to learn to keep still. Linda. Linda, you're doing it all wrong. This is justice. This is the justification card. This is the illusion of separation. This is the sacral energy. I am energy in motion. Let me see what I can become. The seat of the soul. The nexus for reality. You create, and again, if you don't understand that, people create from their emotions. People can create from their emotions their own piece or their own pieces. So in this Spellbreaker version right here, the sacral is saying, you're doing it all wrong. You are letting your emotions line you up into movement when your emotions should show you why you should keep still. It is just as simple as when you get into an argument with somebody, when you do a systems check on yourself, your responsibility to self, you negate the ability to respond to whoever's aggressing you or addressing you. It don't always have to be aggressing. Somebody say something to me, it's my responsibility to say, what is this going to benefit me, before I just leap and go into emotional reaction. And now I've created quantum entanglement. I gave my energy into that which was being projected on me by projecting upon it, which means now we're two projected, messed up ass reflections. Linda, we're doing it all wrong. If you dealing with me and you don't look like me, you're dealing with yourself. If you are trying to deal with me, but your energy is not a match for my own, and that's not speaking out of arrogance and levels and stuff, that is speaking out of the sense of reciprocity. If there's no reciprocity there, why am I exchanging with you? No, see, what I understand, brothers, what I got taught is what you teaching people is wrong. Okay. Next, Capricorn, the god of thought. The only person that controls my thoughts is me. I don't give a fuck what you think. The god of thoughts, me. The god of your thoughts should be you. But if you're out here trying to control what everybody else think, you've already created a struggle. Capricorn energy, in the sense of the emotional field, ego, energy being generated and operated, ego, needs to control everything else around them, because most of them motherfuckers ain't got control in themselves. Hi, Capricorn moon. Emotionally, when we don't have control of ourselves, we become master manipulators of everybody else. Oops. Stagnated in our own energy, so now we controlling everybody else. This is the death card. When we can't transmute our own ego, we find ourselves out here stuck and dealing with people who are on a deeper level, a manifested test to set yourself free. But because you have not done the work to set yourself free, Linda, you're going to justify creating more struggle. That is where you run into Capricorns who everybody always testing them, or everybody don't understand them. It is a reflection of you not having complete intimacy of your own energy, so you're only generating like experiences. Law of attraction, here we go again. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you, it's you not doing enough for yourself. And then you're getting the relevant experiences to justify that you ain't ready to cut your own bullshit, because you won't let go and transmute, so you get more alchemical work. I'm an alchemist, you damn right. You got to change the truth into another illusion to fit your motherfucking lie. Oops. Now we go on to the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the power plant. Notice I didn't say the seat of the soul. I said the power plant. It is the symbolic energy of the sun. The sun does what? Give life. My solar plexus is where my willpower and my belief comes into direct manifestation, because it is through my will everything gets power. But if you don't understand that your will can be corrupted and misled and fed bullshit ass programming, you're empowering your own motherfucking destruction. So the solar plexus is tied into Sagittarius. You always hear me say Sagittarius are the masters of illusions because them motherfuckers can lie to themselves and this shit feel real. They have unlimited power to tap into, but they normally try and tap into a power based off of where they see where they want to have control, and then they create something to struggle with. That's why the motherfuckers are hunters, and when they should have kept still and loved themselves. Oops, sorry Sagittarius. But the solar plexus energy is saying I'm gonna give life to everything through my will. So Sagittarius, I mean the solar plexus power, in the sense to where it can give life, it can also take away everything. Again, notice I did not say give death. Not everything needs to die. It's just some things don't need your energy. The solar plexus is I should be a better source of myself before I end up empowering everybody else. I should be a better source for myself or I'm going to end up empowering everybody else. Thoughts that move me. 3 and 5. Thoughts that move me. Thoughts that move me, they can't move without what? My energy. Solar power. Solar plexus. The thoughts that mean to move me have to have what? Say it with me, children. My permission. My will. My free will. My free will to keep following everything I've been taught when everything you've been taught is designed to keep your ass in fucking motion. Idiots. I'm not going to do that to y'all tonight. So again, solar plexus. Solar plexus. The things that don't keep knocking me in my gut and stealing my energy, it's my choice to follow them. Why? Because they're the thoughts that mean to make me move. But if I embrace me first, whom shall I fear? I almost said something, but I ain't going to do it. Sagittarius. The Sagittarius energy, as I said, makes you go on a hunt. Hunt for what? Who I should be scared of. I ain't got to be scared of nobody because everybody is a reflection of me. So why should I operate out of fear? See, I didn't bring any of your sky daddies or sky mamas into it on that level because those are all projected manifestations of yourself. And you are a manifested projection of them. Vice versa. It's all one thought and separation. But notice I didn't say anything about who you worshiping and all that other shit. All I said was I got to check me before I get checked by everything else. Or I got to check me before I find myself out here checking everybody else. Now I'm leaving dissertations in people's comments because my energy is so fucking unsettled within myself that I need to unsettle yours. Sagittarius energy. Manipulation. The king of wands, the king of fire. Then ain't even been crowned. Junior sign, not even a junior sign, sophomore sign. Baby fire. Baby fire. You understand that? You are out here manipulating things based off of the fact that you don't want to face your fears, so you're going to become fearsome to everything else. You're the hunter. You're going to get out here and get rid of everything else that can destroy you because you ain't ready to stop destroying yourself. That's called delusional displacement. And again, this is no offense because, again, we are all signs and we all do that. Instead of taking responsibility for what's fucking me over, we always place the blame on what's fucking us over or what we think is fucking us over. And we rather get that out of our energy than to say, you know what, they can't fuck me over if I quit fucking myself over first. See that change in accountability and responsibility to my own energy and not my ability to respond to what everybody else is feeding me? Because, again, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. They're happening for you so you can gain awareness that, holy shit, it really is all me. This motherfucker don't have a right to be in my energy until I open the goddamn door. But we won't do that because we have been manipulated so much. We like being on fire, that Phoenix bullshit that we got taught. We like being on fire, that we glorify the fucking journey on fire. We glorify the journey of being on fire because in the Phoenix struggle, we think we find balance. And here is where the hidden one comes in. In between Sagittarius and Scorpio is Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is properly called the hidden one. It is the man struggling with a serpent. What is the serpent? The great deceiver. You know what? If you want to play on that, the great deceiver is also in a lot of Kemetic walks and other ancient societies. The Uraeus. The Uraeus, the serpent, is the symbol of knowledge. What I keep telling you motherfuckers, knowledge gets you fucked up because that which I think I know is going to become Ophiuchus. That which I think I know will become that which I struggle with because I can't make sense out of nothing unless I think I know. But if I have awareness, I don't need to make sense out of shit. See, this is where, even in this post, I laughed because I was like, I had people in my inbox, well, how would this apply if you start applying the degrees and all this other stuff? If you would read the post, it said, stop looking at yourself in separation. Stop dissecting shit based off of what you got taught was here so that you can find a way to get out of here. It is essentially Alice in the Looking Glass. If you keep breaking the pieces apart, going into further dissection, you become further lost within yourself. The Phoenix can be for transformation, but transformation means that if I take a piece of shit and I put sugar on it, I just transform the appearance, but not the core taste. See, transformation sucks. Transmutation can be better because you can actually make a change, but it's still alchemy. The basis of alchemy is lead was here first, but I didn't appreciate its value, so I changed it into gold because it fit me better. That's ego. Why should I have to change the truth into a safe lie and then call it alchemy? Why should I be a phoenix already on fire and then going through a journey? Why should I go through a journey if I'm already on fire? I'm already in danger. Root chakra. You should not continue on a journey while you are in trauma, because guess what you're going to do to everything you touch? Reflect and project your trauma, and you're traumatizing it too. It's irresponsible. But again, we get taught shit here to make us feel good. Ego. When it already showed you by my Spellbreaker, it's fucking Linda. We've been taught how to do shit wrong because we get into alignment with everything that has been left here. When if you don't realize everything that has been left here is designed to keep us here. Sorry. So the Ophiuchus energy by my chart goes into what we call the systems of duality. Feminine balance and masculine balance. Which realistically, masculine balance in this realm comes first because it is the division of order that does not honor sacred creation. It places what's already here in order, and then the feminine component means to seek balance. You take the chaotic function of this realm, the masculine energy that desires order, and then the feminine brings it into balance. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, we have not hit divine feminine. You motherfuckers are just in divine masculine wounded, trying to heal from its goddamn traumas. You have not seen divine feminine. Divine feminine has no definition. Divine feminine says, it's my energy. Why the fuck am I trying to be defined by you? But Ophiuchus says, I'm trying to become unhidden by stop struggling with what I think I know. Knowledge does what? See the first rule of knowing. I got plenty of hashtags for that shit. So the masculine balance, the side that desires to put things in order in the Ophiuchus energy, is going to say, I need to organize what's hidden from me. Hi, Phoenix. I need to organize what's been hidden from me. This world has been hidden from me because holy shit. In reality, the world is a reflection of me. But since I'm already struggling with my own energy and I'm on fire, I became a reflection of it. That is why you also hear me say you are not healing you here. You are healing your traumas. You are healing the results of the experiences you've been through. We are healing the results of the experiences you've been through, but that's not who we are. You are not your traumas. You are not your experiences, but you are the accountability and responsibility of your choices. You can become change by experience, but that change is not authentic you. It is you in experience. So you get down here in the Ophiuchus masculine balance, just trying to balance that fucking Phoenix effect. You just want to get rid of the more traumatic experiences so that you can learn to build a better world to rejoice in when this fucking world is designed for containment. I just want to take the cage and I want the biggest piece of cheese and I want curtains in the left corner. The feminine balance says, yeah, you know what? That would be cute if I can get rid of these traumas. I might learn to like it here. I can find balance here in this traumatized existence because I can find definitions for everything that traumatized me and make it work for me. See, I'm not going to leave the hood because that's where I grew up and I know how to handle the hood. And even though I got $5 million and I can probably help the hood become better, let alone take my ass and be better for myself, I can't leave the hood because that would be me leaving me, even though I fought my whole life to leave the hood. But now I got a chance to get out of the hood. I ain't going to leave the hood because this is where I found balance, even though that shit left your ass off balance. Stupid mentalities like that. Yeah, I said it. So the feminine balance will have you making sense of bullshit because you've already been sitting in the bullshit too long. So Ophiuchus in the feminine component, which the first one was Ophiuchus trapped. You trapped in this world. The second one, the feminine balance, is Ophiuchus with the possibility of becoming free But free where? Free within the trap is still trapped. So Ophiuchus does not get out because he was already hidden from himself, and he was only trying to make sense of what he was struggling with. But what was he struggling with? Knowledge. Knowledge got him fucked up. So Ophiuchus on the free side, the feminine side, got him fucked up. Still stuck. You may have let go of a lot of things that was holding you here, but you haven't learned to hold yourself together. You have not learned to hold yourself together. Remember the first Pisces function? You better hold you together, or else you're going to draw in everything else as a reflection of your energy. But because you did not hold yourself together, you got caught in the cycles of death. The Ophiuchian feminine energy says you're still stagnated because you're still struggling with the traumas that made you produce this whole Phoenix effect, which leads you into the next chakra, which is Scorpio, the heart. The heart is attachment. Tried to teach y'all that with that dragon wheel. The heart does not know love. The heart knows what the fuck it wants. And what it wants is based off its ego. And then it gives it the quantity of love. But love in this realm already has a condition. Therefore, it cannot be real. The only real love is unconditional. Everything else is bullshit, egoic attachment. And it can be high level and it can make you feel good because it gives you a sense of balance. And we'll ride that shit until it fucking falls apart. And kudos to you. But it's not true love. True love has ultimate vibration because it does not need to vibrate at all. Remember the battery in the pack? You don't need to plug in the shit. You just need to have enough love for yourself to see the reciprocal reflection of that love in whatever you're finding value in. But even value is a condition. It's a fucking long trap. So Scorpio, the god of death, is now attached to the heart. The heart says, you know what? The solar plexus helped create a lot of shit that I think I want to go through. And the heart says, I'm going to start making choices of attaching to those things that I found, hear that word again, value in. So on Spellbreaker, coming from out of the, notwithstanding Ophiuchus, since a lot of people don't really understand it, the solar plexus was the creation point, and creation led into attachment, the heart. So the heart chakra is now saying, I'm going to be the centerpiece for all of the things that you go through on this journey because it's going to give you a value system. Your attachments will become the things you love. So the heart function is attachments become the things you love. I'm going to flow from there, and it's going to become temperance, the things you become patient with. I become patient for everything that I find value for, that I now give the moniker of love, and that's where I learn to flow from. But if I am now seeing that this is me in separation, those things that I love are the justification for keeping myself in separation. Sorry if you ain't had that experience yet. Within this illusion of separation, you establish value for the parts of you in the separation, and you will not fight for your wholeness because you value your separation more. Your perceived points of creation, just to be simple. But in understanding that Scorpio is the death energy, if I wanted to do Spellbreaker, I need to learn to kill everything that I'm attached to. And that does not mean get a knife and stab it. It just means I need to learn to reassess the energetic cores between everything I'm attached to and learn the true values of reciprocity. Reciprocity does not require energy. Reciprocity just requires awareness. Attachments require energy because attachments drain from both points. Reciprocity does not require. That's non-attachment. Reciprocity says, I see you, you see me. The minute I don't see you later. A lot of y'all are scared of that. The minute that whatever you're dealing with loses the reciprocal value, you scared to let it go. Well, I'm going to fight for it and I'm going to learn to struggle. And we get taught that shit. Again, that's what this reading is about. We've been taught to honor struggle instead of honor sitting still. So the Scorpio energy says, I'm going to kill everything that's going to put me in fucking motion. I'm going to honor everything that's going to put me in motion. Everything that's burning me. The Phoenix itself is the Aries energy. This is me, the Aries card. This is the King of Wands, the King of Fire. That which is ruling my mind is what I'm going to become patient for. But if what's ruling my mind has now found value, or I found value for what's ruling my mind, I'll make concessions, aka alchemy. That's all right. I love that a little bit more so it can stay even though I know it's killing me. You understand that? A lot of y'all have done that in your relationships before. A lot of us have done that in a relationship before where we know the motherfucker ain't good for us, or we know the situation ain't good for us, but because we've learned to find peace or value for it, we give them a little bit of rope. That's what this is right here. Is my heart says I'm gonna find patience for everything that's been manifested, because what's for me can't nobody take away, because God gonna give me everything I need, to include slavery. You stupid asses. But moving on, y'all get me with that shit. Moving on, your higher heart, because you're trying to find true balance in your Libra energy. Your higher heart is supposed to be the center for unconditional love, but trying to find unconditional love in a conditional being is like trying to find a fucking needle in a haystack. You get it? Trying to find unconditional love in a vessel that is already placed in condition. Good luck. Your higher heart, your chakra, the thymus chakra, it's right around here, right around your collarbone area. It's above the heart, but it's right below the throat. The throat is your power chakra. Power to attach. Power, true love, attachment. So my higher heart should show me the things that I should value in the sense of love. And it's normally the things that can kill me. And that again, if you don't understand the things that could pull me apart, the things that could pull me apart are only a reflection of that which I'm scared of. That which can pull me apart is normally a reflection of that which I fear. In the sense of a parent, you don't want nothing to happen to your children, so you love them to the point to where you worry about them. And anybody who knew, just like any good movie, if they knew that was what they could use to hurt you, that's what they can use to keep you here. That is why you hear me saying creation itself is an act of separation. As long as you keep on creating things that you value in this realm, you will not choose separation in this realm. Nobody has to come do anything to you. You will monitor yourself. You are your own overseer on that level. The ability to procreate within a realm of separation means that you will choose to keep on separating, because separation now becomes the value of wholeness. So the higher heart says, I'm just trying to find balance, the Libra energy. I just want to find balance. But again, I keep telling you, balance is separation. Balance requires 2 points. You can't balance one finger. That motherfucker's already whole. But you take 2 of them, you have to reassess the value of both sides to get them to perform as one. You have to look at 2 things at a minimum to get it to perform as one, which means balance in itself is an illusion. And since this illusion is balancing itself against the higher heart has now given value to what's pulling apart, even if what's pulling it apart is not real. You understand that? You become attached to your illusions, and they become your ingrained desire for manifestation, that they become your reality. And you will only seek to try and find balance in reality, even when you know reality ain't real, Libra. But it's your free will to fuck yourself. It's the Fool card. It's your free will to trick yourself into finding balance in things that you won't find balance in, because you, again, forgot to find balance within yourself. Side note, Libra is the direct reflection of Aries. If Aries is the infection, Libra is the cure for the infection, but Libra only means to heal the sickness. Sometimes healing the sickness is the worst thing you can do. Sometimes you gotta let that motherfucker. It's like giving Tylenol to a fever too early. You don't really heal the person. You just slow down that process of sickness. Sometimes you gotta let that shit play out. This is, I'm going to fix him before he gets too sick. I'm gonna make him better in the field of sickness. So from Libra, you go to Virgo, the throat. I'm gonna make him better in the field of sickness by helping him manifest the sickness itself. The throat is aligned with Virgo. Virgo is what you hear me call Bambi energy. Bambi energy in the sense to where a lot of Virgos are only trying to be reborn from their traumas, but normally being reborn into those same traumas, but just kind of like wanting a rematch or wanting to operate on a higher level, but trying to stay out of them traumas. But if you are trying to stay out of your traumas by watching the traumas, you are the traumas. So getting into the throat chakra. The throat chakra, aka the power chakra, is words in manifestation. That is the spell that produces this physical expression that we now journey through on the day-to-day, your 3D, 4D, 5D expressions. So the throat is, here is where you're going to find your power. It's a trick in itself. Here is where you find your power. How am I going to find my power here? By being here yourself. Okay, so I'm here myself and now I got to go find my power? Yeah, go find your power. See, didn't lie to you. They just didn't tell you or give you the knowledge to let you know you were the power source yourself. But you are only empowering this realm designed to keep you in separation by producing experiences and Akashic records and life cycles and journeys that show you in many different versions. You create your own field of probabilities and possibilities because your desire to find yourself in separation means you forgot to promote your own wholeness. You resurrected from your traumas, but you only resurrected as the trauma itself. So the throat says, I'm going to empower this whole realm by creating it. And in the beginning, there was the word 6. And in the 6th day, there was perfection of love. You love what? You love your war. Your war with what? Your war with separation. Your war with separation because you don't trust yourself enough to sit still. So you're going to manifest everything to give you stillness. But holy shit, I only can manifest that which I understand. And what I understood was that I can't keep still. So guess what I manifested? The inability to keep still. But I can learn to move less. I can learn to move less, but I can't manifest stillness because I'm already scared of it. So I manifested a foundation. Remember, I just told you, Virgo, you will manifest a foundation based off of what your core trauma was. I manifested a foundation that I already was unsure of because I didn't have surety within myself. So the throat says you're going to manifest your own war. And I've been telling you for a while, in my number system, the number 8 has to deal with the struggle within the mind. This is all your thoughts teaching you how to outthink yourself by outthinking yourself. That you keep thinking out of yourself. So the Virgo energy says, I just keep on going through resurrection cycles. Remember, Virgo, the Bambi energy. Virgo comes after Leo. Leo is the life. Virgo is life in manifestation, life in cycles, we should say. So this Virgo energy is only going to go through life cycles manifested into a foundation of war. Holy shit, rebirth. Holy shit. Even though this is the Leo card, didn't I just tell you Virgo is rebirth? You're just going to keep on getting rebirthed into cycles 1 through 9. You chasing yourself. You are in the illusion of separation. You are aware that you need to get to your highest vibration by struggling with everything else that means to not give you stillness. But who didn't give stillness to you first? You didn't give it to yourself. So if you can't give stillness to yourself, like I was telling you earlier, energetic responsibility. If I don't give stillness to myself first, why would I expect everybody else to give it to me? If I don't love me first, why would I expect somebody else to love me? How can they love me if I don't know what love looked like for myself? Why, if I'm at war with myself, do I think that I'm just going to die and be free? You're only going to rebirth more traumas until you learn to stop traumatizing yourself. That's why you have spirits who have been keep on reincarnating. And, well, I'm in the 7th dimension now. Yeah, because you won't learn to sit still. You won't learn to stop projecting yourself into experience, that you are going through the experience of yourself and separation. And holy shit, there's all kind of fantastic fucking storylines. The thought gets creative fucking control and can create anything to verify, justify, and secure separation at your fucking expense because you're source in separation. You don't see yourself as source in wholeness. You just keep on sponsoring your own separation. And now you got aliens and deities and classes and divisions and planets and every fucking thing else you need to hold your ass and struggle. Faith. The faith chakra for me, and this is my personally created chakra for about 10, 15 years now, well, about 10 years anyway. I've always dealt with the faith chakra when I deal with my works. The faith chakra is right between your eyes. You got the throat, which basically ties into your mouthpiece. That is which I'm going to speak. Your third eye is that what I thought I saw on a spiritual level. I saw it. I believed it. I made it become. I saw it. My third eye. I believed it. Right in between the eyes. That's your faith chakra. So the faith chakra is going to be tied into Leo. Again, like I just said, what you see needs your power in order to manifest it. Leo is power. Leo is the sun. Leo is the source of life. So in this faith chakra, what you believe in, it becomes your reality even when the shit ain't real. Why? Strictly through intention and belief and value. Notice how they just tied in? Intention and belief skipped over your throat and went right into the value system, your higher heart. It just gets even stronger when it incorporates your throat, because now you start speaking with rigidity of what you believe in, and it can corrupt the whole fucking line. Your whole horror line just goes the fuck out. What's up, Sandra? So right here with the face chakra, which again is tied into Leo, that which I believe in becomes my reality. That which I believe in is what I'm gonna star in, because it is already plentiful. Why is it already plentiful? Because it has me. One of me is worth all of you. One of you is worth all of us. When you understand source theory, when you understand that I am the source of all things, nothing else is more valuable than me, because everything is fucking me. It's just I'm so used to fucking myself over that everything else is fucking me over too. Everything is you. Everything is you in separation, and you just get used to seeing yourself in separation that you forgot your standpoint in fucking wholeness. So you star in separation. You get down here and you get into duality and all this other shit, and you become as plentiful as everything there is down here, because you can find value in what you believe here, but you don't understand that you are only finding value in the things that have been left here to make you find value in it more than you value yourself. I can refer you to, what is that movie, Percy and the Lightning Thief, when they were in the casino and they kept feeding them the lotus cakes of forgetfulness. Yeah, go ahead and find value in your life lesson, your life struggles, and finding your soulmate and your twin flame and my family and my tribe and all this other stuff. They give you more of that to find than finding yourself. Find yourself in stillness, and then find your perfect fucking reflections, even if nothing else shows up. If you find stillness within yourself and there's nothing there, there's your fucking answer. It's all you. But I'm not going to teach you that. Get out here and star in everything and fill up the Akashic records. Go to page 999, and then there's 999 more. Because if there's infinite life cycles, how does all that shit fit in one book? Shh. Because you believe it. Your faith chakra teaches you to believe in the same shit that you're starring in, but the shit you're starring in is a fucking shit show. Leo, why? Because you shitted on yourself. And the only thing that ain't showing up is you, Leo. The only thing that ain't showing up is you, because you in a fucking ritual. You have sacrificed your fucking wholeness in order to goddamn sponsor this goddamn separation. We, in a collective form, as one thought, have sponsored every fucking thing that verifies us in separation. Sorry if you haven't had that level of fucking experience. Not many of us get there. And it's not a level thing. Everybody has their burdens to bear. This one's mine. I remember my wholeness. So you see where you've been fucking placed in the sacrifice to your own separation. You become the plentifulness of the stars. Can't get too much deeper into that one. Again, 12 is the hangman. You become hung up on finding that which you find faith in, because it was right in between your eyes, and the only thing you can't see right in between your eyes is you. You become hung up on finding you and everything else that you forgot to find you first, so that you see what everything else really is. But you know what, though? My third eye has told me, well, yeah, we'll do that one. The third eye. The third eye basically is a television tube. My third eye open. Yeah, but who's fucking sending the signals, you idiot? I did it myself. I did it. 2013, 2014, when I was new to this shit, I did it myself. My third eye open. Yeah, your third eye open, but who's sending the fucking signal? It's a television tube, and some of you motherfuckers got Spectrum or Fire Stick, infinite motherfucking channels, and playing the same goddamn movie over and over again. You don't understand that whatever signal is being sent in through your crown is going to be what your fucking damn third eye going to see. Your third eye is seeing infinite possibilities and probabilities based off of which one can stoke and stroke your ego to get enough faith to help it manifest and to get your ass to attach and fuck yourself from there. Sorry if that hurts your motherfucking fragile ass feelings. But your third eye is just as fucking corrupted as your heart. Try to teach y'all that with the Dragon's Wheel grid back in 2020. Your third eye has attached to what the heart wants. The heart is attached to what the emotions think it has seen. And none of the motherfuckers are playing fair. The emotional field is dirty, which means your heart is attached to bullshit, and your third eye has been fucking commissioned to produce more visions of the bullshit that will show it less shittier shit, but it's still shit nonetheless. So your third eye is a fucking shit show that is tied to, get this, cancer. It's a fucking sickness. It's not just a sign, it's a sickness. Your third eye is a television tube, but it's time to go baby night. It's 8 o'clock. Turn YouTube off, you motherfuckers. You done connected to all this shit. You found empathy for everything that you keep on seeing in your third eye, that you run for that shit. Head in the heels. See, the aliens are coming back and we're going to get a DNA upgrade. Jesus is watching. See, next week on the next full moon, we're going to be around here flying around and we're going to be different colors because them same motherfuckers that didn't come and save us for the last 400 years are going to come back and save us next week. You have more empathy for something coming to save you than you have empathy for setting yourself free. That's why you are perfect for your third eye projections. Well, the Pleiadians came down with another download and they told us that the 5D expression is going to be more about love. And then Pluto went conjunct with the sun and this is a time of reascension, and Saturn went into karma, and then you blah, 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 blah. You'll find more ways to fuck yourself with all these goddamn planetary positions and alignments and dimensional channelings and shit that you forgot to channel your goddamn self. The only channel you ain't watching is channel you. But you got empathy for all this other bullshit out here because that's the only thing you can see, which again makes you your own cancer. Makes you your own cancer. You are good at disassociation from self, but you can point out everything that you thought you saw, which is a basic cancer, the sign function. Them motherfuckers good at pointing out what they see in others, but lo and behold, when you start tearing to they self, you tricked yourself, motherfucker. Your own ignorance. You ignored the fact that you have now got out here and have found empathy in everything else that you swimming around, that you forgot to swim in you. So since you won't swim in you and give yourself your own nourishment, your ignorance is your cancer. Your own ignorance in thinking that you know that which has only left you knowing, no end, no end. Greetings, Wanda. Your ignorance for keep on connecting to the same shit that does not allow you to make it to the end is why you keep justifying reincarnation. Oh, God. We keep going to justify reincarnation because your third eye says that there's an unlimited possibilities and probabilities of what you can become, and we'd like for you to do them all. Why? Because your zeal, your energy, the mouth of God, the well of dreams. Again, it's a chakra that's right in the back of your head. That is called the well of dreams or the mouth of God. It is every fucking version of existence that you have spoken life into. The mouth of God, the mouth of God, generator, operator, destroyer. Notice I didn't say anything about fucking Sky Daddy or none of them other motherfuckers who never show up. Because they are you, but you keep manifesting them. You keep speaking life into them by what you keep seeing into your third eye, that your faith has only sponsored the mouth of God. So now they become memory points, even though they're fucking illusion points. Only to be fair with you, since this is your existence and you determine what reality is, these memory impressions of past lives and future lives and congruent lives are real to you because this is your perception of reality. So the mouth of God says, I have now found myself in everything that I believed in because I have memory, deja vus, again, reincarnation cycles, all this stuff right there. It's like a storage bank. It's like a USB drive in the back of your head. That is also associated with Gemini. Again, you always heard me say Gemini is a supercomputer because it processes all things that deal with this experience. When the best way to process everything with this experience is to stop the experience itself. But the Zeal Chakra says, in here, you can find all of you. In here, you can find all of you. But since you're trying to find you by being out here, everything in here will be your system of guidance. An imprint of every version of you as angel, deity, demon, man, woman, child, alien, troll, dragon, phoenix, squirrel. I don't give a fuck what it is. An imprint of everything that you've ever thought yourself to be sits in your zeal chakra. And because you are guiding yourself in separation, the parts of you in separation in that guidance system back there can come forward to be with you. Well, I don't know. I had a dream last night and the spirit guide came out. And to be fair, that spirit guide may not have direct correlation that it is just a version of you, because it's given its own free will to fuck itself too. No, I've never been you. I've been a spirit guide for 35 life cycles, and I'm just drawn here to help you, when it's still an imprint of you in here, just like you an imprint of you in them. You understand that? Most of you probably don't. Else, just like there is an imprint of everything else in you. That is the basic theory where they say with every breath you've breathed in, every star that ever existed, because stardust travels and all this other bullshit, everything is already in you, and you guide yourself through your pieces of separation. But within those pieces of separation, they don't honor that they are you, because they are honoring their separation, just like you only honor the you that you know. So that will make you honor separation, the Gemini energy. I'm just trying to process things from the standpoint of separation. Normally I throw 2 cards, but fuck that duality bullshit tonight. Gemini need to get their shit together too. Gemini need to get their shit together too, because we're getting close to the end. The end was the beginning. The beginning was you started out in fear. This processing of the Gemini from the zeal chakra standpoint of imprint of everything that can guide me, I need to be guided out of fear. But if the imprint of fear is already within your zeal chakra, guess what the fuck's going to be guiding you? Shh. You will only get guided. I mean, that's a Steven from the Django ancestor. Some of y'all got them motherfuckers anyway, though. Some of y'all got spirit guides that will only guide you to keep you safe within this illusion, but not guide you back into your wholeness. That's still guidance steeped in fear. It's not malicious. It's still fear-based guidance. No, these are the things to keep you in triangulation, but holy shit. It's around the medulla oblongata. You might see some people actually call it the oblongata chakra, but it's more commonly found. If you look up transpersonal chakras, you'll find zeal chakra, Z-E-A-L, or you'll find the well of dreams or the mouth of God chakra. That's what most of us who've been dealing with that thing for a while, transpersonal chakras, transcendent chakras, you'll find it like that. But the Gemini energy says, I'm only going to operate out of fear. Here we go. Duality. Duality already breeds fear. If I don't see myself as enough, then there is already a choice of separation. Separation already denotes less than whole. Less than anything means you don't see yourself as enough. Sorry, words are spells. You don't get to fuck yourself over with your damn ego on that one. If I don't see myself in wholeness, I see myself in separation. And to denote myself in separation means I wasn't enough. Sorry. You can turn that flip shit all the way around and keep on saying, well, they just weren't enough for me. They are a reflection of you. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Put your, you right-handed. I don't think you're supposed to be right-handed though. But do that. Put your right hand on the back of your zeal chakra right now. Santiago. Uncross your legs if they cross. Mine were. Let me know when it go up and out. Exteriorization takes a minute because of distance sometimes, but I felt it when it went up and out. Let me know when that pressure goes up and out your head. But I'll continue on. From the zeal chakra, we already did the third eye. Yeah, just let it seep out. Let it seep out and up. From there, we go to the crown. We go to the crown chakra. The crown chakra is associated with Taurus. Again, we kind of get taught, and I'll honor it. We get taught that the signal comes in from the crown, but again, I don't fully buy that. I think that there are signals that come in from the crown, but the original core signal comes from the crown. That is, the crown should sit on your head. You should rule over your own energy, not be ruled over. So the crown authentic energy should be a signal going out and up and around to show security of the field, not a programming coming in and now you're a fucking computer database. So the authentic crown for me should be signal going out, not signal coming in. But like I said, in this expression of illusion of separation where things found their own value, the best way to keep a program running is to keep on manipulating the program. This is just a computer simulated program, so that means something has to be giving the criteria for programming itself. Again, predictive programming, societal programming, mass media control, thought farming, thought subscription, mental stimulation, mental manipulation, belief systems, religions, all that bullshit. Traditions, everything like that is a process for keeping the energy in containment, which means he who sets the doctrine is he or she who controls the crown. Think about that. The Rothschild said that shit in the 1800. One of them, I think it was Lord Jacob or whatever them motherfuckers is. All of them should be dead anyway. But one of them motherfuckers said, I don't care who sit on the damn crown as long as I control the money. He who controls the crown runs the whole fucking show. So he who controls the currency, the money, the energy that is going to the crown, controls whatever the crown thinks. We think we're in control, but we are a mentally programmed existence. So in the sense to where this crown, it's the Taurus, it's the shit you're sitting in. But what's running the crown? Kali Ma reverse, chaos. Chaos is running the crown because as long as there is a field of chaos being produced into a being that desires order, what is the being going to do? Seek to create order. Therefore, there is no guaranteed stillness. If you give me chaos, but I have been programmed that I need to operate out of order, every time you feed me chaos, I am going to authentically and automatically operate to dispel it. Dispel it. I am going to give my energy to get rid of it, which means I'm going to be getting rid of me. You understand that? Good. Thank you. I said exteriorization because of distance. I can't just, as if you was right here, I can't pull it, but I'm still who I am. I am in all things and all things are in me, so I can manipulate energy. I just tend not to do it no more, but I felt your heat. You're welcome. So the crown says you are in chaos. And again, Kali Ma, Kali Ma, Kali Mata, Kali Ma Shiva. Kali Ma is a counterpart to Shiva. In a lot of teachings, Kali Ma is feminine Shiva. Not his counterpart, but feminine Shiva. Remember I told you at the beginning when we was doing Ophiuchus, this is not the divine feminine. This is the divine masculine wounded, just trying to learn from its choices, learn to heal from its choices. But it's healing from its choices, not healing itself. It's healing its choices. So right here, the crown is just heal your chaos. But I'm not in chaos. Shh. Yes, you are. See, here's more shit thrown at you to keep you inundated in chaos that you don't have time to see yourself. And as above, so below, as y'all like to say, our lives reflect that now. They keep throwing more and more shit at us that we don't have time to sit still, even as we were starting to find stillness. We are in a period of the Great Reset, but if you cannot sit down to sit still, what the fuck are you resetting? You're only resetting the chaos that kept you in motion. Your tower card is upside down. Your tower is being destroyed because they're rebuilding it. And I keep telling y'all, we just had a conscious reshift. They keep rebuilding the consciousness to fit that which they want to control. Control the currency, control the energy. You control the whole fucking show. So they controlling the show because you're going to be Taurus. You're going to keep on sitting still for that shit. Why? Because you your own worst fucking enemy. Probably a devil card going to come up. Tauruses can be their own worst enemy because they know some shit don't smell right, but they going to sit there and see how long it's going to take place. Yeah, I know this ain't right, but it ain't affecting me yet. So I'm just going to sit here and be still. And go through the fucking experience. You bind yourself. This is the genie. You bind yourself to the 33. Holy shit, the crown. See, the Masons did it. Man, fuck that. It ain't just the Masons. It's a whole fucking systemic programming of numerical expressions that know how to stoke up fucking energy. There's things bigger than fucking aliens. There's things bigger than fucking Masons. There's things bigger than goddamn deities. There's you. Your inability to hold yourself together will promote everything else that you have now sponsored to keep you apart. Sorry if your simple mind can't get that. There is nothing greater than you, and you can sponsor your separation on all fucking levels. So you keep on creating an experience that's binding you. That's your Taurus energy. And since I keep on binding myself, if I'm unfucking myself, but I bound myself, guess who made me a phoenix? Guess who gave me that Aries energy? Guess who made me the cardinal fire? Guess who burnt me first? Me. My choice in these experiences to keep on following these threes, them thoughts, was a reflection of my own chaos within myself. So now I'm in my soul star. Remember I told you the signal from the crown should go out? But even if it did go out, but you have now seen yourself outside of yourself, your soul star, the imprint for all of your versions of self, not necessarily the experienced selves, but all the possible versions that you can become, your soul star. If something can sit there and can control all of the versions of you and tell you what you get to become, will you not follow through with the programming? Because of the glamorization of fulfilling those obligations or those experiences will supersede and override whatever you already were. Glamorize existence. So the soul star becomes the Aries. I will burn myself by my choices. The soul star says, here is you in infinite existence. You in infinite existence. I see where I want to struggle. 2, connection or intelligence. 8, struggle. My intelligent struggle. The things that I want to know. The titty card that I plan on sucking. Whatever I keep on nourishing myself with will be that which I fucking keep on sponsoring. Only, are you sucking the titty or are you the titty that's being sucked? Old me would have said send me an inbox, but I'm spoken for now, so I have to behave. But I'm just saying, the Aries energy, the Aries energy says you just like to keep on fucking yourself. You keep on fucking yourself because you find motivation in fixing yourself through all of the things that you're going through because you won't hold yourself together. Fragmentation. Because you won't stop fragmenting yourself out into all these probability and possibility fields contained in the soul star. You keep on telling yourself that you're not whole. And not telling yourself that you're whole is the grand manipulation. That is the pure Aries energy. And the Aries is represented by the Emperor. The 4 card, that becomes your balance. That becomes your trap. Your trapped balance, your 44, becomes your manifestation. So the sense that I become my own struggle will mean that I'm going to manifest my own Aries energy, which means I'm already on fire. My reasoning process. I'm already on fire. I'm already on fire. 32, when I always try and tell y'all that 23 is passion, the reversal of 23 is 32. If there's something that becomes more passionate than me, then it requires a reasoning process to give it my energy. 32, the element of air, my thoughts. In the sense of the 32, my thoughts, the 3, become 2, all I see. But if I knew myself as the thinker, I'd learn to be the fuck still. So you can't trust these chakras. You cannot trust these signs. You can employ them. You can learn them. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you're stuck here. We are stuck here. So learn them, but unlearn them so that you learn more about you. Invest more into your stillness and make everything a product of your stillness as the source of stillness and not as the recipient of a bunch of fucking placements and signs. That's all there is to it. Peace.